Right. So your underlying energy is all to do with the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is indicating here that there is this, this is about your heart's desire. This is about what makes you feel good, what makes you feel content, what you want. This is very much the wish card here. So I do feel that there is a need to figure out what it is that you want right now, or this is about what it is that you want, whatever you've manifested as well, okay? This is manifestation energy. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. What's underneath here? The Magician, another manifestation card. So you got 2 manifestation cards here. So this is hardcore talk about what it is that you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to bring into fruition, pretty much the whole circumstance in regards to what it is that you want. Okay, yeah, just a second. Let me just move this here. Perfect. Now, in your current state of being, you guys have the Star. Now, the Star indicates another manifestation card, okay? This indicates another thing of manifestation, another sequence of manifestation, but it's also healing as well. Seeing hope, knowing that despite what has happened in regards to the past, that you can still reach for the stars. You can still reach for those things, for those dreams that you may have felt at one time were out of reach, okay? Now, in the goal area here, we have the 5 of Swords. I feel like you guys really want to get to wherever you guys want to be. And you guys, I feel like you don't want any sabotage. Honestly, you don't want an empty victory, but you want to at least get to a place where you know that you can get whatever you want. You can feel, that you have, done yourself right, even if it is putting yourself in a very uncomfortable place when it comes to empty victories. It could be that you have to stand up to somebody, you have to, uncompromise, stand your ground on your belief, and going after what it is that you want, despite how, a certain situation may play out and considering others' feelings. So I feel like you really want to come out with this dream on top. Like, I feel like you don't want to compromise what it is that you want. But the thing that's keeping you from the 5 of Swords is the Strength card. So I feel like you're not necessarily confident in yourself to be able to manifest what it is that you want, to really be able to get what you want. Stand by your truth and know that you can have what you want without compromise. So I feel like the reason why you don't have a lot of confidence in yourself, and you don't feel like you can obtain your goals and your whatever you're trying to reach here with this manifestation energy here, this hardcore, is because of the Ace of Pentacles. Perhaps there was something that was offered to you in the past, something that could lead you to something long term. Something that you had committed to. Maybe this is some sort of commitment that you've put in place, and you're finding it hard to, to get off the bandwagon of it. I don't think this is truly what you want to do anymore. So something in the past that you committed to, you may not want anymore. And I feel like right now, the empty victory, or whatever you want to do, is in regards to cutting it off, saying, you know what, I don't want this anymore. And kind of, just severing that. It may be a necessary victory, but it may not feel that great doing so. But you're willing to do that. I feel like you want this. I feel like you want to go for what you want and truly focus on yourself. But it takes bravery. And I don't think that you feel that you are brave enough to do it, when in actuality you are. Now, for your best path to follow, you do have the 5 of Cups here. The 5 of Cups does indicate that it's time for you to shift your focus from the cups that have been lost to the cups that are offering you a potential to great happiness. And I know it's really hard to shift your focus, especially if you've lost something really close to your heart, something that you've supported, or something that that used to support you. This is very near and dear to your heart, like I said. So I do feel like this is hard for you to kind of get over and hard to shift your focus from. But I do feel that if you do shift your focus, you will find that there's still a relationship here. There's still there's still something that's left for you to work with to get you to where you want to be. It may not be all of the cups, but it's still something you can work with. Now, in your emotions, you do have the Knight of Cups. So how you feel about the circumstance is the Knight of Cups. You truly want to focus on what it is that you want. You're very focused on what it is that you want right now. This is your card. Well, actually, the Knight of Pentacles is your card, but Knights are mutable energy. So this is you. You're very focused on what it is that you want. And you're really, you're not really interested in any other things but what it is that your heart desires. I feel like you're also feeling quite romantic in itself. But I feel like, again, like you really want what you want. And I feel like you deserve to have what you want, regardless. But your hopes and fears is indicating the 10 of Wands. I do feel like it can be, you feel like this is going to be a burden to you somewhat. There's going to be a lot of weight on your back. And I do feel like there's a fear that there may be another way that you can handle the Wands a bit better. But ultimately, you're worried that the situation, how it is going to become a burden. Whether you go for your dream or not, it's still going to be somewhat of a burden for you. So I do sense that. But what I do feel is that you have pride, and you're going after what it is that you want, and this is your freedom. This is your choice at the end of the day to be able to go after what it is that you want, despite the freedom. So despite the burden that you have on your back. So I feel like here with the 10 of Wands, you don't want it to be a burden, but you're also okay with it being something that, something that you're willing to carry. It is something that you're willing to carry as long as it's your thing, as long as it's towards your goal, as long as it's toward whatever you're trying to manifest. You don't care as long as it's not someone else's burden that's on your back, I feel. Okay. Now for, excuse me, for your outcome, you have the Page of Wands. So this is talking about this little spark of excitement and enthusiasm, that little small gusto to go ahead and go. I feel like also the Page of Wands is also indicating new ways of expressing yourself, new ways of pursuing something that you want, and having that burst of energy to go off and do it. But also this is messages as well. So I feel like there is something that you can do. I feel like there is something that is around you at this time that can really get you engaged, and I feel like this is really exciting. So with the Page of Wands, I feel like that is that's something new, but nothing big, of course, nothing like the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Wands itself, but it's still something in the direction of where you want to be. I feel something very exciting and something that really gets you going, motivates you, inspires you. But right now, I feel like what's keeping you from getting to where you want to be, to manifesting where you want to be, is actually just going ahead and saying that. Because you know that there could be some things that may end up leaving people out in the cold. And honestly, it's if you have to put yourself on the back burner, then it's worth putting someone else, aside and saying, no, I want what I want, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with saying that. But it's just this bravery part that's what's getting me. You know what I mean? It's going to require bravery for you to stand up for your truth and stand up for what it is that you want. Because this dream is so big. It's big to you. It's just going to take you a second to overcome this feeling of lack that you have. This feeling that you don't have what you actually do have. Because you may have lost that in the past, right? You may have lost something very dear and close to your heart. But you still have the 2 cups here, which to me indicates this 2 couple here. Okay, that's like the lion in the woman in herself, right? The 2 cups. You do have strength. You do have bravery. They are right here, but you have to know that. You have to turn around and see that, and that's why you need to shift your focus, so that way you can go after what it is that you want, which is right behind it is very convenient. The Knight of Cups, your focus, your dream, your heart's desire. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys our romance angels for the week to kind of get this ball rolling. All right, guys. All right. Your reading has been pretty clear so far. It's just that You know, it's having to be selfish. It's the hard part. You guys help a lot of people, and you guys, honestly, you guys put a lot of other people first. But it's time for you to put yourself first. You know what you want. You know what you want. You know what you want to pursue. You know what you're trying to manifest. Maybe, yeah, it is time for you to put yourself first and get whatever you want. Just because you committed to something in the past doesn't mean you have to stick with it. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Ooh. And I kind of agree with this. If this whole situation is kind of bringing you a lot of stress, and honestly, to be straight up with you, if this relationship or this commitment isn't truly what you want anymore, whatever you committed to, even if it is, if it's a relationship, if it's something within a relationship, if it's something that you don't want to do anymore, it's time, you know, you may have to just disconnect from it and be like, hey, this isn't for me. Let's pursue something differently together if you want to do it with me. You know, if this is even the person that you want, then that's, you know, that's unfortunate, right? It's going to suck to break up with somebody, but as long as you are happy, as long as you're getting what you want, you know, it's a worthy cause. It's never easy to do something like that, but sometimes you just have to do what you have to do to get to where you want to be in life. And it's going to require you to be a bit more selfish for yourself, okay? Because always considering yourself for what you want is very important, okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys a Whispers of Love. I've been dying to say Wisdom of the Oracle for all die. All right, Virgo. I just did Leo too, so they have somebody that they're looking to commit with. So if you guys have a Leo that you're interested in, and maybe that's the reason why I said Leo, but if you guys are dealing with a Leo right now, then I would definitely say check them out. Okay. Look to your inner strength. And that is so true. It says you are stronger than you realize. And that's that's what I was just saying to you, Virgo. You think that you don't have this bravery. You think you don't have the strength, but you do. That is the truth. You think you don't have it, but you do. It's in yourself. That's why I'm saying we need you to shift your focus, okay? Shift that focus a little bit, because where you're looking is where you lost instead of where you can gain. And that's important. You want to shift your focus so that way you can encourage yourself to go ahead and pursue what you want. Go after whatever it is that you want. And whatever you, like I said before, whatever you committed to in the past, it don't mean anything now. Because if you ain't willing to, if you're not emotionally committed to it, then it ain't a commitment. You know what I'm feeling? You feel what I'm saying? If you're just doing it because because you made a promise, then at the end of the day, is it really worth what you're doing? Is it really worth it? Okay. So I really feel like going after what it is that you want is very strong, because your heart and soul is ready for this. Your heart and soul is ready to go after what it is that you want, Christ's desire. But it's this commitment that you have. It's just hard to break, and I just feel like you don't see that you are strong. You are strong, Virgo. You gotta believe that, though.